We're up near where the guy had his Bigfoot sighting in his Wellsville. He was out here hunting, and he was down along the forest line, down in that direction, when he saw the Bigfoot moving and running. So we're up here taking a look around, and looks like a great place. He saw the Bigfoot in the fall. It's summertime right now, but Bigfoot's got to be somewhere in the summertime. I don't think they just fade away. Studying Bigfoot sightings, one of the most frequent times Bigfoot is seen is during the fall, during hunting season and so forth. And I do have a theory why they get seen during that time of the year so much. August, for instance, is the most popular time of year to camp. Everybody's getting their camping in before the kids go back to school, before it gets cold, and then that's when hunt starts. And I believe that there's just more people out in the woods and actually going off trail, hunting and hiking, and it pushes the Bigfoot around. More people out there to see him, more people out there to push him around. And in my opinion, between August and November is why in most areas that the Bigfoot sightings are the most common. Beautiful area. I hear ducks. Can you hear those, Jenny? There is a creek off that direction. I'll zoom in so you guys can see the water source. It's coming out of this canyon that we're hiking in. It's the same direction I can hear the ducks. Alright, well, we're going to take a look around. It looks like the top of a carrot, so we're going to pull it up and see what's actually under it.
I don't know. It actually looks like it could be a carrot. It's white. Ugh, it stinks. It's real bitter.
Yeah, maybe it's a wild type carrot.
Aren't they poisonous?
Yeah, I don't know if this is domesticated carrot or if it's wild, but I know there's some wild carrots out there that can kill you.
Yeah, that doesn't smell like a regular carrot.
Well, I can tell animals have been running around. Such a thick forest. It's a really warm day. We're trying to stay in the shade as we hike. So we're hiking inside of this tree line. You can tell an animal's been laying down right here. Nice shady place. Long soft grass. Another animal laid right down there where the sun's hitting the ground right now.
Looks like the elk beds.
Looks like a whole herd's been laying down here.
Yeah, all right here on the other side of the tree, all down in there. Looks better from the other way.
I've noticed that game like to be in cover during the day, and then they like to be out in the open at night.
Well, they bed down sometime in the night because they have beds.
Yeah, it's probably where they bed at night, is out here. And watch this stump. It's a big time trip deal right here. It's just thick back in here. It just turns more jungly the more we get back in here.
Oh, there's vines everywhere.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and they're starting to cover all the trees. Just makes it thick. You're like, what the heck, a Bigfoot sighting on the outskirts of Wellsville at the base of the mountains, and then you go up into the mountains and you start seeing what looks like a jungle.
It is a jungle. Something could be laying right there and we wouldn't know it.
No, it's thick. It's beautiful too. Look, this looks almost like a shelter.
Yeah.
With a door and everything. A shelter of these vines. I mean, you could just... I want to check it out. You know, if I was playing Survivor, man,
That'd be it.
I might end up inside of this thing. Looks like it might keep the rain off and the wind at bay. It's thick getting back into it.
An animal.
It's got another door on this side.
Well, something's been coming up and out of here, right through here,
And there is a trail.
out into the open.
Something has been using it. Not saying it's Bigfoot. Well, that's pretty neat. A little nature-made shelter. I'm just trying to think of what kind of animals would actually use that shelter. You know, a bear will climb into a den or a cave to use. And I think elk and deer will lay down anywhere that they feel safe.
Yeah, it's usually just right there in the weeds.
Mm-hmm. More game trails. They've smashed down the undergrowth.
It's quiet. Something's been walking along here snapping everything.
Uh-huh, I noticed that snap too.
Just broke off. Flop, flop, flop.
These vines are just so thick.
That little place wasn't used really enough to be a bedding spot. It might just be an ambush spot. Or it might just be nothing.
Animal trail going up and back and forth. I think an animal actually lays in it once in a while. If we get back up over this little lip right here, we can probably see back into this other canyon. Well, there's a little hike around the Wellsville area, the mountains where the creature obviously come down near where people actually live. The guy was hunting not too far from where there's people's farms and ranches and stuff, so we suspect it didn't come from the little city and town of Logan and Hiram and stuff down there. We think it come down from these mountains. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed our Wellsville Bigfoot expedition. We're gonna look around a little bit more. If we see anything interesting, we'll show you. It looks like it may not start going uphill for a while.
That was cool, watching that horse climb that mountain.
It's fun climbing a mountain on a horse.
Sure made a lot of racket.
Uh-huh. Heck yeah, those hooves digging in with horseshoes on them.
And the horse is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a big man on it.
There's a lot of questions I ask about Bigfoot sightings. You know, what causes a Bigfoot sighting? The biggest mystery to me is, why are they there? You know, so when I go into these Bigfoot sighting areas, especially where there's been several sightings by, you know, unrelated individuals over the years, I'm, you know, looking at the resources. You know, where's the water? Where's the food? What is the food?
Oops. That's a big guy.
It's got a horn on the front or the back.
I wonder.
Oh yeah, at the back end's got the little horn sticking off.
That's kind of cool.
Pretty cool caterpillar. You know, and then out of curiosity, looking why the creature's in the area, and then of course what caused the Bigfoot sighting. And a lot of Bigfoot sightings are a lot of rare circumstances, usually several of them, that lead to the sighting. Like the hunter that had the Bigfoot sighting, he was quietly sitting in one place glassing the area. You know, the Bigfoot probably carefully come into the area, and this guy's hiding because he's obviously hunting and doesn't know the guy's there, and so puts itself in a position where the guy can see it from his position, you know. Like there's another Bigfoot sighting when not too far from here, probably about, I'd say 20-30 miles away, up Chalk Creek, is where Clint Richens, I believe it was his brother-in-law or something like that, that saw a Bigfoot. They were going uphill to where there was a beaver pond, and the wind was in their face, and they come face to face with the Bigfoot. With the wind in their face, that means the Bigfoot scent's coming towards them, and their scent's not going towards it, and it also helps stifle their sound. So the Bigfoot's having a harder time smelling them and hearing them. And then of course they couldn't see each other until they come up over the hill, and they said the Bigfoot looked just as surprised to see them as they seen it, and then it chomped its teeth at them and ran into some pines for cover and started growling at them. So, you know, that was a few circumstances that come together and got them the sighting. Also, the place that they were hunting was private property. Not very many people get on that property, so they're not used to dealing with as many people there. So I believe they really took that Bigfoot for surprise. I know this area is just littered with deer. There's a lot of deer in this area. So if that's a food source, then the food's here for Bigfoot. Now, 3 colors of flowers all right here. You got you some yellows, some white, and some purples. Hope these colors are showing up really well on the camera.
Smells really good right here. Did you see the wild roses back there?
I missed them.
Big, huge pink wild rose bushes.
Just a beautiful place. You know, does Bigfoot actually live here? Pass through? If he lives here, why? If he passes through, or the species, family of them, whatever you have you, they pass through, why? Why do people see them around here? It's just so quiet back in here. This is my favorite part of the hike so far, the part with all the overgrowth and vines and everything. It just looks like a jungle. Real squatchy looking. Just because it looks squatchy doesn't mean it is, but hey, we're only a mile or so from where a guy had a Bigfoot sighting. And then just on the other side of this mountain there's been a couple more. I mean, we're right in the middle of several Bigfoot sightings. There's probably about a half a dozen that direction, Scare Canyon, that direction, Hardware Ranch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this hike and look around, and we'll keep bringing you more expedition videos into sighting report areas. Keep on watching, we'll keep on squatching. Yeah, we just had to show you guys this again, nature's little shelter. Great place to hide, ambush place, keep the weather off you. Yeah, nature builds all kinds of little shelters and stuff that animals use naturally.